Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to all you Aries people. This is your monthly short and concise video of September of 2021. And for you Aries people, it is the team, it is love, it is relationships. For sure, there is so many signs for that. It's a super focus. It doesn't matter whether you are single or not. There's a focus on me relating to other people and how we're going to do that. First of all, Mars, your ruler, is as from the 15th, so midst of the month, it's shifting into Libra, which is your opposite house. So that means that you are in the opposite house of relationships. So it's very lively. Mars in the seventh house on a positive level is definitely liveliness in relationships. It's definitely doing things together in the relationship, if you know what I mean. So it can be very sexual as well, having Mars in the seventh house. And but of course, use it in the most positive way that you can. On another level, it is doing stuff together with other people. And as it is in Libra, it probably has to do with, it's an air sign, Libra. So it probably has to do with communication, with getting along with each other and communicating. But the challenge is that you could, if this is not so in a positive way, you always try to direct it as possible as you want. But in a not so positive way, this is definitely other people that are coming to you that are quite strong and masculine. It doesn't matter women or men, and that are going to stand, they know what they want and they go a bit like you, basically. Again, you could be saying you with I don't know, a sun in Aries and maybe a moon in gentle Pisces. You could say, hey, I'm not like that. But in general, these are general horoscopes. So you can expect lively people in your life, or you attracting more kind of masculine people in your life. And when you work with clients, for instance, when I have Mars entering my seventh house, it's always like people, I have another question of the reading. I kind of exaggerate, but this is how it goes. They are standing their ground. They are demanding, right? They have their demands, and it's best for you to not neglect that and not being the true Aries that you are. Like, hey, what are you saying there? But, negotiating a little bit and trying to understand where they are coming from. Now, Mars, so the first part, you could say the first 15 days of September is a bit more connected to your day-to-day routines, because Mars is then still in your sixth house, your day-to-day routines, your day-to-day work. And it's good to put your energy there and to be very analytical and efficient, because Mars is in Virgo. So it's a good time, the first 15 days, to improve your work on a level that it has consequences for the long term. Like, for instance, if you have your own business, trying to do something that the first 15 days of the month, that for instance, you're doing administration and it's taking you a long time every time because you're not really well organized. Well, put some time into the organizing, so that later on it's like a mail merge, for instance, doing that automatically. It's figuring it out instead of doing the things in the old-fashioned way. So yes, a bit of an emphasis on work as well, but that is more in the beginning. And then, as I said, there's another thing that is actually the most crucial of the month, which is the Mercury Retrograde. And the Mercury Retrograde is, guess what? Again, in your opposite sign of Libra. So Libra is, again, the seventh house of relationships, and Mercury is going to be going back. It's going to be there for the whole month. But as from the 10th of September, the themes that are going to be significant for you will reveal itself already, because it's in its shadow period. And then Mercury is about thinking, 7th house is relationships, so you're going to think a lot about relationships. Where you're standing, where they are standing. Is this the one? Is this not the one? You know, that kind of thinking. And you've got time for this because on the 28th, it goes backwards at like 25 degrees of Libra. So Aries people will feel it, all of them, but you will feel it the most when you've got planets round and about those 25 degrees of Aries. And that will be people who were born on the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th of April. They will feel it the most, but as I said, every Aries will feel it. So an emphasis on thinking about how to improve your relationships. And that period goes up until like the 3rd of November. So you've got time. When it comes to contracts with other people, so with not only relationships like marriage and so on, contracts, but also with business, it is recommendable to not do it between the retrograde. So it goes direct again, this planet on, I'm going to tell you, it goes direct again on the, hang on. Oh, this is so, you're the first sign that I'm doing, you know. After I've been through Pisces, they already know. So it's going direct again on the 19th of October. So onwards, the 19th of October and onwards, even better after the 3rd of November, these are times to do contracts and stuff. Meanwhile, it's best to negotiate, to look at it again. So don't think you have figured it out, dear Aries people, when it comes to relationships. There's a lot to be thought. There's a lot to be shifted there. So when you are in a relationship, it can mean that what you think about them now, it's gonna flip for better or for worse. But there's definitely information gonna come to you. And the good thing is, this is a nice Mercury retrograde. I don't care what other astrologers are saying. This is, you know, I have my moon in Aries, right? I don't care what other people think. It's a part of me. It's not just me, but a part of me. You can relate to that, I hope. But Mercury is trining three times Jupiter during the Mercury retrograde. I mean, if that is not going to be a good Mercury retrograde, then I don't know what kind of Mercury retrograde is very sufficient. And this is happening in your 11th house. So Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet of good luck, is touching that Mercury going backwards and forwards in your 7th house. It's touching it 3 times from the friendship house. So for those of you who are single, it could mean a friendship turning into something more. Absolutely. For others, it could mean like a friend becomes a business partner. Could be as well. It's going to be very positive. But it will need its time. I don't want to add more to this. Look, this is already 8 minutes and I want to do these videos 5 minutes. But this is it, you know. This is it for Aries people who've got Sun in Aries, especially Ascendant in Aries. Also, to a lesser extent, Moon in Aries. Friendships, connections with other people, like-minded people, you can benefit from them on a relationship level, on a business relationship level, and on a love relationship level. But it will take time. Yes, but it's super, super positive. And it will reveal itself around the beginning of November. So, having said that, I wish you really, really, really all the best with this retrograde. And thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.